Hello folks, welcome to this episode of Seasonal Cooking. Today we're going to make cranberry muffins. So, to make our cranberry muffins you will need 1 cup of fresh cranberries, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and then another 2 tablespoons of white sugar as well, 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 large egg, 3/4 cups of whole milk, and 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. Here are the directions if you want to come back and make it another time. Now let's make our cranberry muffins together. Our first step is to measure out 1 cup of fresh cranberries. I'm using a 1/2 cup measure, so I'll do it twice. Pour them into the bowl and then add 2 tablespoons of white sugar. I'm using a teaspoon measure. Do you know how many times a teaspoon goes into a tablespoon? The answer is 3. 3 teaspoons make 1 tablespoon. So I have to use 6 teaspoons of white sugar to make 2 tablespoons. Give it a little mix. Now in a second bowl, you're going to sift in your flour, your sugar, your baking powder, and your salt. I'm sifting in the flour now, and I'm trying a few different methods. I gave it a little shake. I'm using a spoon to mix it and press it down a bit. And again, I'm patting the sides and tilting it to get all of that flour nice and sifted. It will be lighter and fluffier with sifted flour. Next, we're going to add our baking powder. And again, we're going to sift it to get any little lumps out. And next is the salt. Give that a little mix. And did anyone see what I forgot? I forgot the sugar. So here I am making my 3rd bowl with all of the wet ingredients, not realizing that I had forgot to put sugar in the dry ingredients. So I cracked my egg, put in my milk, I'm gonna put in some oil. We'll mix that up until it's thoroughly blended. And now I'm going to make a well in my dry ingredients. That's when you make a little hole in the middle and you pour some of your wet ingredients in the middle. This is to help you incorporate it slowly. So I'm going to keep incorporating it as I pour it in until it is all mixed together in a batter. And right about now, I realize that I have forgotten an ingredient. I forgot to put in sugar. So yeah, there it is. I just realized. So I'm going to add in some sugar now because we fixed the mistakes we can. So please, while you're watching this at home, put in your sugar with the dry ingredients before you combine them with the wet. That is the proper method. But honestly, I made cranberry muffins. It still turned into cranberry muffins. Little mistakes like that are usually forgivable in baking. So here I've combined all of my ingredients and I'm ready to put it in the pan. Now it is time to pour your batter into the muffin tin. Line your tin with paper or reusable liners, or spray it with cooking spray so your muffins don't stick. My mom taught me to make muffins like this. She used a ladle and a soup spoon to fill the liners. We find that we don't spill as much when we use this method, but let me know if it worked for you or if you have any other tricks. I made my muffins a little bit too big. As you can see, I only filled 10 of my 12 liners, so you might want to make yours a little bit smaller. I baked my muffins for 22 minutes at 400 degrees. I used a knife to check if they were done. If you insert a toothpick or a knife into the center of the biggest muffin and it comes out clean of batter, you know your muffins are fully cooked. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Seasonal Cooking, and we'll see you again next time. Bye now!